Hello out there, this is Cammie White and you're listening to Rushdown Radio.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Rushdown Radio. I'm Anthony.
And I am Candace's... I can't even do it. I was going to talk about Candace from Real Housewives. I just have no relevancy to this show at all. So, I'm Michael. What?
And today, we have yet another episode talking about the wonders, the beauty, and the greatness of the video game industry.
That was a lot of lies.
And, you know, hey, whoa.
Everything is lies. Everything is lies.
Are you saying that there is no good to be found in the video game industry?
Not when white men go free.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yup.
Oh, you're just dropping spoilers, huh?
Yup.
We're going there.
We are. We'll get there later, but yeah.
Man, okay, I see someone is in a mood.
Yup.
All right, Michael, what are you playing these days?
Let's see. I am currently playing Tales of Arise.
Of course.
Shout out to, the dead-ends. We shall overcome.
We shall overcome.
Stop slavery. We're not here for that no more.
Wow.
When we celebrate Juneteenth, don't celebrate the dead June City, they own Juneteenth. Yep.
I see someone has really dove head first
into
this game.
Do we play the same game?
We are. I'm not
300 years.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's too on the nose. Like, a lot of they talk about in the game and the interrelationships of, like, the people and stuff, it's too on the nose.
I can see you giving the Danists the Black Power fist now.
Yes, they deserve it. They need it.
They have been under some pretty harsh subjugation.
Like, terrible subjugation. Like
my man's really had a whole area to be hot just to make them suffer and sweat.
God.
Bruh, can you be more comically evil?
Yes, those are all slave masters.
Well, I mean, Dohalim really wasn't.
Well, he wasn't. He wanted, the Danans and the Renans to, live in harmony. But even then, that was some stuff. That's some spoilery stuff. But yeah, I am so into this game. The people who say this game has a bad story or a clear story, I'm like, where have you been playing? What do you watch? Like, where did your I'm trying to question people who say that. Because obviously, if you can't see the parallel between this and any form of traditional slavery or colonialism, stuff like that, that tells me something about you.
I'm sure there are people who are like, this game is not political in the
it's
slightest.
Super political.
Look, we know that.
Like, it's so heavy-handed too.
Yeah, this is smacking you across the face. Like, hey, slavery's bad.
Basically,
it's always been bad.
Stop your oppressors. They use the word oppressor in them games so much. So yeah, whoever was writing this story, I want to know where his inspiration came from, because I'm very curious to know.
Well, I couldn't imagine any real life scenarios where he got that inspiration from. Couldn't imagine.
Nowhere. It doesn't exist. It's just a nice little story about, anime characters.
Just frolicking, having a nice old time, traveling, making friends along the way.
Not making friends along the way. Stop.
Maybe the real slaves in the game were the friends we made along the way.
Stop it. Okay. Anyway, what else? I'm playing Fantasian too.
Wait, what?
Fantasian. The game on iPad.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Because the second part of the game came out too, so I'm like, I'm just gonna play the whole thing now.
Oh, was it a 2-part game?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, but it came out. The whole thing's out now, so you can play the whole thing. It's like a long game too. It's not like a short little I think the part 1 of it was like 20 hours or 30 hours.
Ooh.
So I think the second part's like about around 20 or 32. So it's a really long game.
How much is it?
It's on Apple Arcade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing. You just pay $5 a month for it.
Yeah, so I'm playing that. That game is so much fun. It feels so Final Fantasy. You can tell he wanted this game to be a Final Fantasy game, and it just didn't because he doesn't work for Square Enix anymore, which is fine by me. Like, the game was fantastic. Great story, really interesting. Gameplay is really fun. It has a really quirky system where you can like, you know how you go through like random encounters?
Mm-hmm.
You can like hoard random encounters together and then fight them all at one time.
Ooh,
which
I
is
like
really
that.
cool. That's a really cool like system.
I like that.
Yeah, that game's great. So I've been playing that too.
All right. Well, I guess I'll have to dive into that.
Yes. What have you been playing?
I have been playing Metroid Dread.
Ah, yes.
And it lives up to its name, you know.
But is it a horror game?
No.
Does it have the horror elements we're used to playing
It
Metroid?
tries. It tries to be a. See, I'm not the one to ask, is it a horror game? Because I have standards for horror games that this game isn't meeting. I'll say it's a thriller game because I will say, when you're walking, the enemies are called Emmys, and I forget what the acronym is, but they're basically unkillable robots.
Okay.
And the only thing you can do is parry them to stun them for a while, but even then the parry window is tiny and random. So walking through their areas, knowing you need to make it from point A to point B can be nerve-wracking. When you hear them going beep beep boop, and then you see the yellow circle that says, oh, I hear you and I'm coming for you, it can be a little terrifying if you don't know what to do. But once you start using all the tools you got to your disposal, then it just becomes a patience game. So I think the game is fantastic. I'm not willing to say this is the best Metroid ever made.
How dare you not say that?
I'm not. I gotta finish it first and we'll see.
Okay.
Once I finish it, then I'll be able to say, yes, this is the best, or no, it's got some work to do. But it is in my top 3 right now.
Okay. All right, that's fantastic.
Fair. And shout outs to people who are like, oh, I'm not paying $60 for a side scroller game. Hey, you guys, you're wrong.
Wait, what's wrong with a side scroller game being $60?
Oh, you didn't see that whole Discord?
I saw the Discord. I didn't know what was the purpose. I thought you were just saying it because it's Metroid. Or...
No, they were like, it's a 2D side scroller game that's probably going to last like 12, 13 hours. Why am I going to pay $60 for it?
But you would pay $60 for a 2-hour game or a 6-hour game.
Or y'all would pay something $60 for like a game that's like Assassin's Creed that's got hours and hours a game, but it's all repetitive.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a tight package of a game I love to death than like a bloated package of a game that's like, this is boring.
Yeah, when I get to the point, I'm like, oh, I'm so ready for this game to be over. That's when the game's not worth the money to pay for it.
Like, Metroid can have my $60. If y'all want to make an expansion to it, you can have that money too. The game is fantastic.
Like, I want to pay $60 for a great experience. That's all I care about.
Right.
Halfway we get there, it doesn't matter. I just want to get there.
But, you know, that's another conversation for another day. For now, we have to talk about video game stuff. And we're going to start off light.
Yes.
Well, as light as some of these get anyway.
And then we get progressively more ridiculous.
You know how we get.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with some conspiracy theories.
Oh, God.
Of Walmart hoarding PS5.
They foul for this. They are foul for this.
Now, this isn't like some random thing like somebody just said one day, Walmart is hoarding PS5s. No. There's all sorts of testimonies from employees. And then the most damning thing was a TikTok that went viral showing all those boxes of PS5s in what was supposed to be a Walmart warehouse.
Yikes.
Now, this matters a lot because, as you know, there's a shortage. And when that happens, you know, people look for drops all the time and they're like, okay, I'm going to just get it to Walmart and I'm going to put it in my cart. It's going to be great, except it isn't. It's a bad situation that seems like they're forcing some sort of scarcity and only selling to people they want to sell it to. It's a bad look. It's a real bad look for these PS5s, which are a really hot commodity right now.
Huge. They're like double in the value they were last year.
Yeah.
So I think they're like, if you go online some places that's just secondhand selling of these things, you're up to paying like $2,000 now for a PS5.
Yeah, and I'm not doing that.
No, me neither.
I mean, you don't have to. You have one now.
I do. I feel very happy that I made the decision I made.
I mean, I have my Xbox and I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, you still have a next gen console. Like you ain't got one,
Right?
Like,
but I feel bad for these people who have to struggle for like a PS5 right now,
or even an Xbox. They're still not easy to get either.
Yeah. Oh no, they're not. I guess we just talk about the PS5 more because that's what people say they were looking for. More.
That's the hardest one to get. That's definitely the hardest.
Yeah,
especially the disc version. That's the super hard one to get. But
man.
Poor them.
But man, if you thought it was gonna be easy with some of these other retailers, I guess again, because Best Buy has decided that they're going to paywall the ability to even purchase a PS5 or Xbox Series X behind their subscription service, which is $199.99 a year, I believe.
For what? What are we even getting?
You get like tech support and
get out
warranties
of the
and
here.
Stuff.
No,
you get all the cool stuff.
No. That ain't cool stuff.
$200.
I was thinking, why did I think it was gonna be like $30? Okay, $30.
No, it is $200.
Or $10 a month. You get like coupons.
You know what? Let's go look and see what you get from
you get
Best
special
Buy.
sales or something, or you get like discounts. Because they used to have a program where they had like a subscription thing for Best Buy that's actually really good. I remember back in the day, like you got really good deals on stuff. You got
the Best Buy Total Tech, the membership you and your tech deserve. Benefits of a Best Buy Total Tech membership: free Geek Squad tech support 24/7, 365.
Okay, I guess that's cute if you messing up your tech all the time.
Up to 24 months of product protection with an active membership. Free delivery and standard installation. VIP access to dedicated phone and chat teams. Free 2-day shipping. Access to exclusive Total Tech member prices. Extended 60-day return and exchange window. Everyday savings and repairs, advanced services, and more.
Who's buying this much stuff from Best Buy, though?
People who want that PS5 now.
That's silly.
$200, please.
Like, I remember because this is kind of what's the place? Santa Club was doing the same thing pretty much. Like you couldn't get a PS5 if you had a subscription, which is fine. That's kind of like their thing anyway. But the subscription for Santa Claus is like $30 a year or some stuff.
Yes,
so
and you get way more.
Way more stuff.
Sam's Club is an amazing wonderland of value.
It really is, especially if you got a family or you just need a lot of stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, they're amazing, and their membership is valued even without the PS5. People are probably going to buy this for the PS5.
Yeah.
Which means you are essentially paying $700 over time for a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Which we're going to get to scalper territory at that point.
We are, but it's on the lower end of the scalping territory, though.
That doesn't change it being scalper territory. Now, of course, they're not the only people who are like this. And, you got GameStop that's like, the only way you're going to get it from us is if you're a pro member.
Yeah.
But pro memberships are like $20 at most.
Yeah, for a whole year at that. So.
And the only other problem they have is that you got to buy their bundles.
Yeah, and the bundles usually suck.
So take your poison for who you want to buy it from.
Yeah.
At this point, you might as well just go to Facebook Marketplace and try to buy one of these damn things. It's like the only place that's not giving you all this BS is like Target.
I would suggest more Mercari. They're really nice. Like,
that works too.
Yep, that's where I got mine from. I got a bundle from there. And the good thing about Mercari is that they check on you to make sure that your stuff is right before your money goes through.
Well,
they do like a 3-day check. Like, okay, they actually what is everything okay in it? Is everything functioning right? And if not, then you can send it back. So your money stays with Mercari. It doesn't go to the person yet. It doesn't clear until later.
I like that. That sounds good.
It's really good. I actually sold a figure on it. That's how I know. Because I wanted an extra 20% discount on my stuff, which was really clutch.
All right. Turn up. Hey, Mercari might be the move for some of us.
Yes. So, but yeah, this whole PlayStation thing has just been a complete kerfuffle. Like, overall, the whole rollout was terrible. It's still bad.
Yep. Even Sony is trying to pull this crap where only PlayStation Plus members get invitations to buy a PlayStation 5, and not all of them either.
Yep.
Only some of them.
Yep. I remember. I tried a lot of times. It never got through.
Some people didn't even know this was a thing.
Yep, because they do a terrible job of advertising it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will say having the PlayStation Plus is nice if you are buying stuff from Sony directly, because they do give you free shipping, like 2-day shipping.
So,
which is cute.
To people who don't have a PS5 and you're looking, I wish you the best of luck.
I do too.
It's getting rough out here.
Godspeed.
Especially now that the holiday season.
Oh, it's gonna be even worse.
Oh, it's gonna be bad out here.
Yeah.
I hope the best for y'all.
May the odds be ever in your favor. All right, what we got next?
All right. So next, speaking of Metroid, Kotaku.
Man,
it feels like we don't go very long without talking about Kotaku pulling some stupid stuff. To those of you who somehow don't know, Kotaku was caught advertising Metroid Dread piracy on the PC.
They exhaust me.
Now, I don't care where you stand on piracy, okay? I really don't care. But Metroid Dread just came out, man. And come on. This game's great. Come on. Throw him a bone, man. You know how long it's been since a good Metroid game came out?
That's too damn bad. I'm about to go on my PC and pirate it.
Now, the conversation around piracy is always tricky because you have those who don't think it's theft. You have those that think it's straight up theft. You have those who are like, well, if I buy a copy and then emulate it, it should be fine. It's a mess. It's a big ass mess.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter where you stand on it. The one thing that shouldn't be a thing is big publications like Kotaku saying, oh, hey, they done cracked the code. You can pirate it now. Look at here. It's running on PC. It's cool. Kotaku, what are you doing?
Being Kotaku, clickbaity, getting them ad revenue, engagement.
Oh, they got the clicks. They got the engagement. Because you have plenty of people who were pissed.
Oh, yeah.
But then, of course, you have the people who are like, well, you know, piracy happens. Do.
Like that tweet I showed you.
Oh, yes. Please, Michael, tell them about the tweet you showed me.
Sure. Let me pull it up on my telephone. Let's see, where is it at?
This is a stupid tweet. I hate this tweet. There aren't many tweets that I hate, but I hate this one.
Let's see, where do I put it? Put it in here.
If you don't find it, I can always paraphrase it.
Oh, there it is. All right, so this was a reply to the tweet that went out about the article from Kotaku, and it says, emulation is actually an incredibly important option for the less privileged gamers out there. Quote, or not quote, quotation, many of which being LGBT and POC. Please don't look down on historically underprivileged groups for wanting to be included, but being unable to afford the game. Yeah.
So about all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with. First of all, let's push something off the table. This is not an issue of POC or LGBT. This is not that issue.
Nope.
Let's stop that right there.
Yeah, it's really not.
Okay, let's push that off the table.
It's not about access either or resources.
It's not. Here's the thing about gaming, right? Gaming is not a necessity. It's not. I hate to tell you, but gaming is a hobby. Gaming is a privilege. Gaming is something that you just have to be able to afford to do sometimes.
Yep. Like skydiving.
Exactly. You are not old gaming. You do not just get gaming because you exist. It is not like water. It is not like food. However, let's say that. Oh man, this scrambled my thoughts. Oh man, I don't even know where I was going for a moment. My point was that if you're about piracy, fine, okay? But don't BS us on, I am a pirate because I am poor. I can't afford a Nintendo Switch and $60 for a game. If you want to tell me that you're pirating games because of difficult access, like older games, fine. I get it. Nintendo was garbage at letting people play older games.
And a lot of those games now to actually physically buy cost like more than the actual console they put on.
Exactly. If you tell me that you're doing it for that, fine. I don't know why you're telling me this because I don't really care why you're a pirate. I don't care. But hey, if that's your thing, that's your thing. Legally speaking, I can't tell you that you are okay to pirate. Okay? legally speaking. If you're going to sit there and tell me that you are pirating on your PC rig that costs at minimum $600, if I'm being really, really,
You're
really
being
generous.
so generous. You're being way too generous. Let's put that up to at least 900.
All right, fine. Well, I'll meet you in the middle. I'll say 800.
Okay, 800. Okay, fine.
All right, if you got a rig that's like $800 and you're telling me that you can't afford to play Metroid Dread as it was intended
On the Switch,
I am going to spit on your forehead out of sheer rage. Okay,
the
that's
disrespect.
what I'm going. They started it. If you know what, I shouldn't say that. That's assault. But what I will do is glare at you as if you have said something terrible about my family because you deserve it. I will not spit on your forehead. That's mean. But I will glare at you.
Especially with COVID, man.
You're right. I apologize for the spitting thing. That was mean. But I will glare at you. And I will treat you like the dumb person you seem to think I am.
Yeah.
You are not going to stand there and tell me you paid all that money for a rig and now you want to be included in the Nintendo club and it's like, oh, when I'm actually a little poor, I can't afford. Shut up. Shut up.
You weren't poor when you were buying an RTX, whatever.
You know how you saved up money for that? Why don't you save up money for the Nintendo Switch then? If you're going to pirate it, just say you're going to pirate it because you ain't want to buy it. Don't be like, oh, I'm doing it because I'm poor and impoverished. I don't have any money.
Like, impoverished and RTX 30 whatever does not even make this. That doesn't even make sense together.
I'm poor and a POC and gay, so I should be able to pirate. Shut up.
Should be able to pirate. You know what people who are actually poor do? They buy used.
They buy used. They save up money where they can.
They borrow the damn game from their other friends who has it.
There's so many other options. But if you are pirating, you are not pirating because you are poor. I refuse to believe that that is your sole reason for piracy, because you're poor. Okay? This is not a Robin Hood situation. You are pirating because you don't want to buy the game. And if that's the case, whatever, fine. I'm not here to judge you. But don't use poverty as your reasoning.
Yeah, that's really flaky and just not like legitimate at all to sit there and use actual people's struggles as a means to sit there and justify you just not wanting to spend money on a game.
Oh, that was irritating.
That was. But it had to be said.
Ugh.
What's next for us?
Yes, another fight between the rich.
God.
Yes.
Ugh.
We thought we were done with that with Apple versus Fortnite.
Ugh, God, you mean to know annoying? That whole thing annoyed me.
No. Now we have another rich people fight.
Oh, God.
We have EA versus FIFA.
A mess.
So, for those who aren't aware, EA has come out and said that they are thinking of changing the name of their FIFA franchise to like EA Football or some stupid crap
that's
like
gross. Who buying that? Not me. Well, I wouldn't buy it anyway, but
it's
still.
a tentative name. I don't think they're gonna end off on that.
I hope not.
But why would they want to change the FIFA name?
That's like changing the 2K name.
Well, dear listener, that is because FIFA, the organization that does all this football stuff, you know, the real football, not American football, they said, hey, we appreciate you making us a big brand over the years. We're a pretty big company now, right? Yeah, you're pretty good. You're pretty good. Yeah, and we're even the biggest sport in the world. That's true. True that. You got it. Okay.
You got it.
So you know how you're giving us like, I don't know, like $500 million over 5 years for, you know, the licensing for the FIFA name. Yep, pretty good arrangement. I think it's great. I think it's amazing. And EA couldn't be happy with it. Yeah, we were talking with some of the boys and
they crunched the numbers.
Right, we were number crunching and we saw how much you were making and hey, we're happy for you, but we want more of that. Oh, okay. How much more you think? Like what, 100 million or no? We want double what we're getting now. We want $1 billion over 4 years. So that would be 250 million over the course of at once a year. You're giving us that much money, and EA just kind of sat back and was like, wow, that's crazy. No, we're not going to give you that much money. That's a little much. Oh, and now they're discussing these things with each other, and it's great. I think it's great. I love this. I love how amazing this is, that EA is in danger of losing the FIFA name.
That's a mess.
I'm so happy.
That's such a mess.
I'm so happy.
It's hilarious, actually, though.
It's great. It's EA could lose FIFA. Now, what's better is that the FIFA people or organization, the FIFA organization, has talked about how they're becoming more bullish about expanding and perhaps letting other companies make FIFA games.
Wait. They're gonna have somebody else. Oh, okay.
To paraphrase, they believe that they have become too big for just one company to make to have all the rights.
So we're gonna have like a bidding war or something?
I doubt that. I think it's gonna become like the Star Wars thing, where
just like outsource it to whoever they want to at the time for whatever products they want to do. But I mean, it's not like they can really do a whole bunch with FIFA.
You'd be surprised.
What are you gonna do? Wait, so
they're gonna have a mobile game? You could probably have like somebody could probably pick up like FIFA Sport or not Sport Streets. There we go, FIFA Streets.
Not FIFA Streets.
I'd play that.
Not FIFA Streets.
Or some wacky rendition of FIFA.
So you're basically saying you're going to make so many different variations of the same game.
Why not? The point is, the reason why EA is able to get away with all the garbage they're able to is because they have no competition.
Yeah.
If at the very least this creates some sort of competition, that's good. Because if, you got something that's better than the other product, that forces the other product to improve.
Or wither away and die.
Whichever happens. Either way, it's good for the consumer.
Yes.
So I am definitely here for EA not having the FIFA license and making it another casino for people who like football.
FIFA Streets is intriguing.
I'd be down.
Now that you say it, it's very intriguing to me now.
Isn't it?
Now I'm starting to see the vision.
Yes.
Because I know FIFA, like, we need to make more games that just doesn't feature stuff that EA does for us. So I feel like another reason why they probably want to do this is because of the fact that EA gets so much money from microtransactions. And I don't think FIFA's seen any of that money.
I don't think so either. They've been getting a flat fee of $500 million every 4 years, apparently.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're making way more from just the.
I'm sure they're making
microtransactions.
I'm sure they're making $500 million at least a year.
Yeah, so I can see why. Like, you know what? We can make way more money off this IP than what we're getting right now.
And as you can imagine, EA is not happy.
Of course not. You're like, excuse you?
Because I mean, what are they gonna populate their loot boxes with?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Think of EA. Think of Andrew Wilson.
Man, that poor company. They're struggling little indie
He's
company.
gonna make less money.
Yep.
Like I can't even imagine. I can't imagine losing less money as an EA executive. That's
preposterous.
Wild. Wild and crazy.
Unfathomable.
Just inconceivable. Less money for EA. They deserve money for their loot boxes and same ass game every year. Fun fact. Do you know that the Legacy Edition of FIFA for the Switch has been the exact same game? Not even like figuratively, literally the exact same game for the past 4 years, except with incredibly minor updates.
Wow.
The games themselves even tell you that this is a marginal update. It has been the exact same game for 4 years. They admit that they've just been building on it just a little bit each year.
So what, you're paying like $40 for an update?
Basically.
Wow. Well, not 40, probably 60.
It started off at 60, but I think it's 40 now.
Huh.
Point is, they've made it very clear that these are not new games. Just a little thing I thought people would like to know.
Wow, I don't like that.
But yeah, EA could lose FIFA. Isn't that great?
I think that's a good idea, actually, for FIFA to lose to just like start making people actually make more stuff for them. They could make more money that way.
Yes, they could. They can make more money. And EA can no longer just be a monopoly. And what I think is even greater is if they see that works for FIFA, Madden can follow suit.
Can they?
Why not?
But Madden's not a brand, though.
What do you mean?
Because isn't that from John Madden?
I'm not following. What do you mean?
Okay, so FIFA's kind of like NBA,
right?
But Madden is not its own brand itself. Like it's not its own institution.
True, it's more like the NFL kind of thing.
Yeah, like NFL could do that, but I don't think Madden could do that.
Well, I mean, when I say that, I'm saying that the NFL could make that decision too.
But don't they make other games besides just 2K?
Who?
The
NFL? The NFL?
Yeah.
No, only EA has the rights to NFL games.
Oh, okay.
Now I believe that there are more rights around to basketball games.
Yeah, I know that is. NBA got their stuff everywhere.
Right, there's like 2K, which is like the premier basketball game.
It really is.
But yeah, EA has the exclusive rights to the NFL.
Okay.
So I'm saying if this works out for FIFA, all these other institutions may take notice.
Oh, because they can bring. Wait, does Madden even make games anymore?
What, like the brand Madden or just like?
Yeah, the brand Madden.
Not that I'm aware of.
So
it's just the NFL game that comes out every year from EA.
Is that okay? So I know 2K is made by 2K. So then, okay, so they have okay. I'm getting it now. So I was kind of like foggy for a minute.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't really follow the sporting games. Only one I follow was like the racing games.
That's fair. But let's get some competition in this bitch.
Yeah. Kind of how NASCAR does that too. I think NASCAR has like a lot of different places making games for them.
I think so.
So I don't think there's one company that makes stuff for them.
I'm not 100% sure about what NASCAR does. NASCAR is ew, NASCAR. All right, but moving right along. I kind of want to see what happens from this, honestly. I'm very invested in EA losing the
the
FIFA name.
license.
I'm very invested.
Man,
in
that's going to be a hard blow to them.
Good. Good. Very good. Now, speaking of hard blows to money, Nintendo.
What they do now?
Nintendo decided that they were going to release the Switch expansion prices.
Oh, yeah.
And not a lot of people are happy.
No, because that price went up a lot.
Yeah, it went from $20 to like $50.
Please.
Now, mind you, what you get for this $50 is access to the N64, not even library, just like
some
a
games.
chunk.
Just like 8 games for right now.
You know, is it 8?
Yeah, I think it's 8 or 10.
All right, point is, you get about 8 or 10 games for the N64, same amount for like the Sega collection.
Yeah.
And for those of you who play Animal Crossing, you get the Happy Home expansion.
That's nice.
And who knows what else. I don't know if they're going to add anything else to it, but yeah. They were like, hey, you want to be on PSN real quick? So this is PSN prices now. They realized they were doing a little too cheap.
Yikes.
And was like, hey.
But they were giving us ROMs, though. They're not going to give us new games and stuff.
And you're paying for those ROMs, aren't you?
Stop it. Stop that. Because I heard somebody trying to make the comparison that, this is the same price as PS Plus. PS Plus gives you free games every month, though. Every month.
Whoa. Hey there.
You get 3 games. No, you get more than 3 games every month.
3 or 4.
3 or 4 games you can play forever as long as you have your thing. The brand new games, brand new AAA games. They ain't doing that. They not finna give me Smash Brothers. Or get the old one.
Whoa. Hey there, bucko. But you will get GoldenEye.
When? They didn't even put that in. They put Win back in there. The disrespect.
Oh, okay. Hey there,
Was Chrono Trigger in there yet?
No.
See?
Whoa, hey there, Buckaroo. You can get Echo the Dolphin.
I'm gonna throw something at you.
Well, okay. What
you
about
said Echo the Dolphin?
What
the disrespect.
What about Vector Man? You want Vector Man?
Vector Man's cool, but I don't want that right now. Where's Comic Zone at?
Whoa, hey there. Wait a second there. Okay. They're giving you access to robust libraries that people have been wanting for years.
Where's the Game Boy Advance games at?
Look, okay. Now I can't joke because I've been waiting for that too.
Gotcha. Now you're involved.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy that you are making such a fuss about this when you are for this, though.
For what? Oh, that's different.
Oh, now it's different.
Because I'm part of family plan.
Wow.
If I'll do this solo single, I wouldn't do this.
All right, for context, Michael and I, along with some others, are part of a family plan. Now, I voted to not be a part of this, but democracy won.
Because everybody had vested interest in specific things they wanted. And we came there collectively and made a deal.
That's true. That's what happened. So now we're going to be paying $11.40.
Which is, I think, pretty fair.
To who?
To people who want it?
I guess. But y'all solo folk? Woo.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
$50. So,
because I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, so if I want to play Sonic 2, I got to give you some extra money. That's not bad.
But, man, $50. So that's rough. The family plan, I think, is like $80.
Yep.
But if you already have a family plan, I think they're going to give you like some kind of discount or something, whatever.
I think so.
I think, I don't know what the discount, they don't show you prices. I don't think they're going to until like the 25th when this all drops.
Yeah.
Huh. Funny this drops on my birthday. But Nintendo, $30 extra though?
Man, they know the value of their library.
I guess so.
You play this $30 extra to get these old games.
Folks are mad.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yeah, that price is outrageous.
Because they barely even update the Super Nintendo games.
Yeah, they really do drip feed that stuff.
Here's 3 more of games you don't even want. You know, this game that was in Japan only. Here you go.
Hey, go, little buddy.
Little buddy. They're going to do the same thing with the N64. When we going to get to Quest 64? I don't know when.
Man, let's take a look at some of these comments, right?
Oh, God.
Those PC emulators looking nice right now.
I bet.
That's the first thing I saw. I'm going to keep it real with you, Chief. I ain't paying $30 per year for games from a console released in 1996.
Keep it real with you.
This is a type of scam. I just don't know the name of it.
Not scam.
And of course, you have the Nintendo Defenders.
Not Scam-tendo.
Look, that's basically it. But you got the Nintendo Defense Force out here.
Nintendo Defense Force.
Look, the Nintendo Defense Force is always out, ready to make you to tell you, hey, it's okay.
Yikes! What they saying?
Oh, the Defense Force?
Yeah, I want to get it. I need to hear what they saying.
So somebody just said no to this. And it's like, yeah, but there's a price tag for a powerful computer to run a Switch emulator. Then, so get ready to fork over money for a RTX 2080.
Yikes!
Like, shut up.
Shut up. It's just that easy. Just shut up.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's a good one. This is why emulation and piracy of titles no longer sold is morally correct. So that was that. No. That the whole thing of pirating stuff from Nintendo is morally correct.
So they're saying basically you shouldn't pirate because they're actually giving you the games you say you want to play.
No. This is not the Defense Force.
Okay.
This is the person who doesn't like the expansion pass.
Oh, okay.
They're saying that this is why emulation and piracy of titles no longer sold is always morally correct.
Yep.
So the Defense Force goes, so steal a car that's no longer made.
Oh.
Got it. I hate this idea that it's okay to just commit piracy at any time.
I hate when people make false equivalencies like that. That is not the same thing. 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 No. Excuse me?
Confused why people are so mad about this when you don't have to buy it and the original online plan is $20 a year is right there.
I hate it. I don't like this conversation.
Somebody said it was goated. The price is goated.
Goated? How?
Better deal than getting N64 games separately and the Animal Crossing DLC separate. Nintendo is awesome.
Oh God, Nintendo Defense Force reigns.
Somebody said they were goated.
People just be saying words just to say them sometimes.
Goated though, like that. I didn't expect to see somebody say that about this.
Well, here we are.
Somebody, all he said was, "This is expensive as fuck." And then somebody said back, "It's $60 a year for PlayStation, so at least it's still cheaper than that." Lol.
Wait, you can usually get the PlayStation thing on sale though a lot of times.
Yo. So what inspired you to make a second online offer? They got the Mr. Krabs thing, the money.
This is what we're dealing with right now.
I love it.
The comparison to PlayStation is poor because you're getting actual current games that came out in the last 2 years that cost like $40 and $50 a part of your collection. You can play it at all times versus $60 a year for old ass games that you can't no, it's not the same.
Gotta love the Nintendo Defense Force.
Like, who asked for win back? Who was that person? I want to know who that was. People wanted GoldenEye, but no, they're not gonna give you that. They're gonna give you win back. Ugh.
And then you got people who are like, please take my money and give me the Animal Crossing DLC.
Oh God,
that's what they doing this for.
So they make more sense at least. Like the people who are buying Animal Crossing anyway, that makes sense. But I'm just
wait, what? Somebody's like, but I guarantee you most of you screaming about this price have an active Prime account, so maybe y'all should sit the fuck down.
Wow.
What? All right. This is devolving into nonsense. Let's move on to the next topic because that Nintendo thread is becoming a sulfur pit.
Sulfur pit.
So, to what Michael alluded to earlier, Activision in their lawsuit. So they settled for $18 million.
Chump change.
Mere pennies in Bobby Kotick's wallet.
Couch cushion money.
And this will all be made into a settlement for the employees who were affected by this lawsuit. So the people who were harassed are going to get a paltry amount of money, and that's the end of that.
This sucks.
This is terrible. But I can't say that I am surprised. I'm not happy about it, but I am not surprised that this is what has happened because these people are rich, and that's just how rich things go. This is unfortunate, but I don't even have a but for it. The most that I could say is that Activision really got exposed, but I really wish there was more consequence.
Like what? Like someone going to jail, actually?
Hey, I would be totally down with Bobby Kotick behind bars.
He can buy the whole jail, though. That's the problem. If you have enough money, you can fix almost any problem.
It seems so. I'm reading the official report, and apparently they also agreed to strengthen its workplace anti-harassment and anti-discrimination policies and programs. Activision Blizzard also said it's developing an initiative to create software tools and training programs to improve workplace policies and practices for other tech employers. CEO Bobby Kotick said in a statement, "There is no place anywhere at our company for discrimination, harassment, or unequal treatment of any kind, and I'm grateful to the employees who bravely shared their experiences."
Bravely? They almost got fired.
I am sorry that anyone had to experience inappropriate conduct, and I remain unwavering in my commitment to make Activision Blizzard one of the world's most inclusive, respected, and respectful workplaces. We will continue to be vigilant in our commitment to the elimination of harassment and discrimination in the workplace. We thank the EEOC for its constructive engagement as we work to fulfill our commitments to eradicate inappropriate conduct in the workplace. In court documents, however, Activision Blizzard denied any wrongdoing. So Activision Blizzard got away with this bullshit with only $18 million.
Some chump change. Like they make that in a day. Probably more than that in a day.
In short, they are garbage.
Yeah.
Still.
And the company's not going to actually do anything better about the conditions of the workers or pay people actual fair wages.
And I want people to remember this the next time Activision Blizzard talks about how they're going to do these massive layoffs. How they were committed.
It's going to happen again.
How they were committed to making a better workplace, a safer workplace.
Yeah, just not job security.
Oh, no. Job security is not a thing. Not here anyway.
Imagine having a job where you're harassed and underpaid, and also you don't even know if you're gonna have a job next month or two, even after having record-breaking sales and revenue.
That has to be one of the worst feelings in the world, that you contributed to a company having record sales and getting fired because of it.
Yeah, oh well, we need more money, and we know if we get rid of your position, we can have even more revenue. See,
I hate it.
I do too. I wish there would have been more that would have been done about this, but unfortunately, since the game industry is so under like it's not as scrutinized as other corporate or other industries in America, so there's not enough like pushback anywhere to really like say, hey, you should do more, or I don't know. It just feels like they just do the bare minimum when it comes to game industry, and the work is there.
The only other thing that's happening to them right now is the shareholder lawsuit.
Yeah,
which hasn't settled yet, I believe.
It'd be fun if they got more from that lawsuit than the actual one that actually affected people. Like they need they need to fire all of the senior level C-suite people who work at this company. Start from scratch, go bottom up, top to the top.
Scorch earth this place.
Yeah, but they're not going to do all that.
No, of course not. They can't afford to.
Yeah, this is
no matter how you look at it, Bobby Kotick does bring in money.
Yeah, he does. That's just not the best.
It's disheartening, but if anything should changes, we'll tell you.
Yeah.
Now, last but not least, we have to talk about the big news in tech for the last week and a half, and that is the giant Twitch leak.
Man, that was...
Now, of what we know was leaked, it was the site's source code, which means, whoever has it can now just make their own Twitch, which, I mean, I can't wait to see what comes of that.
Yeah, it's going to be a mess. All the stuff that got leaked wasn't everything that they got either.
Oh no. There's supposed to be a second big drop soon, but that was a while ago that they was said soon, so we'll see about that. I'm sure we'll all hear about it though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But the bigger topic of conversation has been how much streamers make.
Oh yes.
And when you cross-reference that to how some streamers have been like, I need money. Give me money.
Ooh, no money. Ooh, donate.
Hey, y'all, we broke. How about you slide us a 5 or a 10?
Yeah, give us some subs or some bits.
And mind you, what you see there is just from subscriptions, ad revenue, and bits. This does not include sponsorships or donations.
Or merchandise.
Or merch. This is only Twitch payout. So, some of these people have been making major bank.
Yeah, because this was from a 2-year span of 2019 to August of this year.
Yes. And my God.
The
money that they've been making.
Yes, but there was a glaring disparity between the top 10.
Like of a few million.
Yes, Critical Role made $9 million in 2 years. They have the audacity to ask for donations and crowdfunding, all that stuff. The audacity.
Now, one of our favorite streamers, Maximilian dude, was quite humble in saying that, some of it's true, some of it's not. However, he was one of the few who was like, hey, if you feel like you've seen this and you don't want to give me money, by all means, I'm not hurting for it.
Right?
I'm glad he was so open and honest.
He was so transparent about that because all our streamers were doing that. Nah. They were making fun about that stuff, actually. Like Pokemon, she was like, well, now people know I actually do make a lot of money on Twitch.
We all assume she made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, who's surprised that Pokemon makes a bunch of money? Because if you're surprised that Pokemon makes bank, do I have a bridge to sell you?
It was quite a mess on the Twitter for a while. And it's really nice to see Maximilian be very transparent about that and just say, hey, don't give me subs. You don't have to. I make quite a bit of money from other avenues. I'm not hurting for anything. You don't have to give me like donations and stuff. I'm good. He actually stopped people from actually donating after a while too. Like, okay, I'm turning the donation button off.
Did he?
Yeah, he turns it off sometimes.
Oh, that's right. Because he gets huge donations.
He does.
He gets like $10,000 donations sometimes.
Exactly. And the fact that he actually like say, hey, are you sure about this? Or you know what, just give it back. Like, no, I don't need it. That shows a lot of character because he could just be a complete trash bag like Critical Role. It's like, yes, more money.
Money.
Right? And I know Critical Role makes more. I know that $9 million they got from just Twitch is only a fraction of how much they get from like from merchandise. People will probably buy merch from them. Ugh.
Man, I'm looking at the top 100 right now, and there's such a drop off from just the top 5.
Yeah,
like 9 million, 8 million, 5 million, 5 million, 3 million, then it just starts dropping from there.
Yep.
Now some of these people, they've made it no secret that they make plenty of money. But I didn't know Critical Role was just rolling in dough.
Rolling in dough.
Like, really, who's surprised that Pokemon's made $1.5 million?
That's a lot of money for
It is.
In 2 years. That's a good chunk of change.
Oh, hey, there's another streamer I watch sometimes.
Who?
Pay Money Wubby. He's a lot.
I wonder how much Ninja made. Ninja on there?
Ninja's here. Oh, he's number 46.
Wow.
1.3. Well, I'm not surprised because he left Twitch for a while.
Right. He did. He sure did.
And he came back and still made a good chunk of change.
Yeah.
I mean, we know he ain't hurting for nothing.
Of course not. He still got just that alone, plus his endorsements.
This is just the top 100, which is
Yeah.
what I'm used to seeing. But, like, some people got listed the top 1,000.
The thing that really discouraged me about this list is that the amount of actual, like, people of color on that list is virtually, I think, non-existent. There's very few women on that list. There's very few LGBT people on that list.
And the women who are on this list are of, I don't want to call them dubious, but, like, you know, people have said not very nice things about them.
Yeah. So it begs to believe that Twitch is making a conscious effort to make sure that only certain people are visible on their platform, even though they made it to a point to say we're going to be more inclusive and diversity and blah blah blah, make sure, you know, all these smaller voices are seen and heard and on the homepage and blah blah blah. Like, that can't be the case.
Jesus Christ, I didn't know T-Pain was this far down. This man, of the top 1,000, he was like number 989.
Oh wow.
But hey,
he's not hurting for real money. I mean, he has still got money from his actual real career, which is making beats and stuff and being an artist.
You leffin'.
What number was he at?
He is at number 960.
How much did he made in 2 years?
Well, let's split up in two numbers, but the number I see here is $190,225.14.
That's a nice amount. That's $50,000 a year.
Yep.
That's not even including like donations and merchandise, all other stuff he does, and sponsorships.
Logic is on this list at 948. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a nice amount of money.
But yeah, you don't see a whole lot of people of color here. You just see some names you've probably heard before in commercials or something like that. And
yeah, lots of white men, lots of straight white men on this platform making lots of money,
which has been a problem for Twitch because of all the stuff that they've been going through recently.
Especially the Twitch thing where people were like being harassed and stuff by bots.
The hate raids?
Yes, the hate raids.
Just listen to that. Twitch has a hate raid problem. When you say it out loud, it just sounds terrible.
Yep. And then you find out about the amount of money people make, and it's a little too coincidental that now we know that the people making the most money are the least likely to be targeted by this stuff too.
Crazy.
And people who are less targeted by this stuff are also the most people that actually are most visible on the platform too, by the platform themselves.
You don't say.
It's really coincidental that all this is happening together. It's almost as if they only promote people who are the least likely to be hated on by the general populace, which tells me they only really support, you know, the white men on the platform. Crazy.
How about that?
Yeah, Twitch has so many issues. Like, it's just been a mess this whole year with Twitch. They make all these proclamations and stuff, but they're going to do better and stuff after the whole Black Lives Matter stuff, and just never living up to that.
But hey, they can make it so that now you have to put in your phone number to authenticate your account.
Oh, yeah, that.
So hopefully that helps you guys.
Hopefully. Twitch is a mess.
And I think it's only going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
Especially with this all coming out.
I mean, I like when stuff like this happens because as a person who works in human resources, people knowing how much people make is really good to know.
Well, we know now. And, what a list.
Yeah. Is that our last topic?
That is indeed our last topic.
Do we have anything to sound off about? I don't think I have anything I'm mad about. Nothing new, at least.
Yeah, you still probably mad with the Tails people.
Yeah, I kind of am.
See? What did I tell you last time?
I kind of am. Because, you know.
Because what?
I don't have a good reason. I don't even have a good reason, honestly.
No.
I don't.
No, you don't.
I don't have it.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay that you want to be around your people.
I do. I just hate the people, how they treat each other and how they treat this game. It's just upsetting sometimes.
It's all right, Michael. It's all right.
But do you have anything to talk about? Are you upset about anything in the game industry today?
I do, actually.
Okay.
So I've made it no secret that I think Metroid Dread is a fantastic game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's safe to say that October of this year has not been the same October that it's been in years prior. It's not the Broketober that everybody always calls it.
Broketober?
Oh yeah, every year. You know,
that's a new one for me.
Broketober is basically the period of time where all the new releases are starting to just flood in.
Oh yeah, because the holiday season.
Exactly.
Yep.
And in watching a certain streamer, I don't want to name him because I don't want you asking me why I'm watching it.
Yikes!
It was.
I'll ask you after the show's over.
That's fine. I was watching and he made a point that this month has not been exactly screaming with new releases, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are people surprised about this? Are y'all blind to the fact that we just had a whole national pandemic that has changed the landscape of most industries forever?
Yeah.
Are y'all really surprised about the fact that we're not getting big blockbusters until like 2022?
Yeah.
I get it. You all want to consume products. I get it. Y'all all don't want to buy a Switch for Metroid Dread. Even though that game's fantastic and you should buy it for Metroid Dread. Hey, I get it. I hear you. You're dumb, but I hear you.
You're dumb.
And most of you all who are mad about no new releases in October probably have a backlog you can be working on. But what we're not going to do is act as though the game industry is just getting lazy.
Oh, God.
Or it's just stagnating. A whole pandemic just happened.
It's still ongoing, too.
I'm sorry that the best y'all got is like Lost Judgment and a remake of some game that came out. I'm sorry that these people have to stay in their homes and keep themselves safe from a potentially deadly virus so they can stay alive. I'm sorry you all don't get to consume products because of it. Game delays happen. Changes have to happen. And y'all are just going to have to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
Maybe go look at the indie market. It has plenty of fantastic games there.
People have a hard time with indie.
I don't care. They're there.
People are.
There's plenty there.
I mean,
and there's plenty that go on sale all the time.
You know that. They don't know that.
I can pull on my Switch and give people recommendations of a game right now. You know what? Where's my Switch? Where did I put that?
It's right
thing?
there.
Is it?
Yep.
Cool. I'm about to go because people be playing, man. There are so many games people could be playing right now, but y'all want some giant AAA game that you can't have, okay? We're going through a pandemic. I don't care what your belief system is. That is a fact. And y'all are going to have to roll with that.
But, Anthony, what if that game doesn't have high realistic graphics?
Do you know that there was a time in our gaming sphere where we didn't have realistic graphics? We kind of just had to roll with the 16-bit.
But that was a long time ago.
Yeah, and what's crazy to me is that those same kind of games still do well.
Yeah, but they don't show hyper realism though. I just see the ball sweat roll down his face. I just see the veins pop out of his thigh muscle.
Here's the thing, right? Gamers don't know what they want because they'll get their hyper realistic game. They'll get all that stuff. They'll get a game that is so close to realism that you can probably go outside and it won't look as good as that game. Okay? But then they'll talk about how it's either too political, the gameplay sucks, it's sending too much of a message, it don't look right, it looks too uncanny, blah, 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 blah. Or it's like, what do y'all want? What do you really want? They'll start going through a fine-tooth comb just to find things wrong with it. And I'm here to say that there are so many other games out there than just the AAA market. You can play literally anything else. Mm-hmm. And here is a game I am going to advise to you all. It is called One Step from Eden. What is One Step from Eden? One Step from Eden is a game for people who like Battle Network but want one that's actually really good without all the backtracking, which is what made those games kind of suck a little. But hey, there was Mega Man Battle Network. I like that battle system. So if you were a person that said, hey, I like the Mega Man Battle Network system, but I don't like all the walking, well, didn't I just give you a great game to look up? You can play that while you're waiting for a giant release. Or you could play Metroid Dread, you could play Lost Judgment, you could play a plethora of other games that are out there for sale right now. There are so many games. You know what?
Or work on your backlog.
There you go. Work on your backlog. Or hey, you can play One Step from Eden. I'm gonna shill that game for a little bit. That's gonna be the shill game for today. Not Hades or Hollow Knight, which you all have definitely purchased by now. No, today we're gonna be talking about One Step from Eden.
Definitely purchased by now.
We're gonna talk about that game. That game is amazing. You all should be playing it right now. Why aren't you playing it?
They just heard about it today.
Well, they should have heard about it by now. That game's been out for a while.
But you know the indie market is hard to get actually any press.
That's true. It's a pretty saturated market. I will give you that. So if I am the person who has to buy these games and say to you all, hey, play this, then I will. Because, I mean, there are other people you can trust, sure, but I'm me. But my point is for y'all to chill, okay? Don't worry. Be patient. It's coming.
Shout out to Ari Lennox.
Yes. It's coming. Be patient. All right. Next month, y'all are going to have all the games y'all can gobble up, okay? It's going to be great. Y'all are going to have Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Woo!
Y'all are going to have that chibi Pokemon nonsense.
Oh, yeah, that too.
But, hey, Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Yes.
It's going to be fantastic. I'm actually going to buy that instead of Pokemon this year.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't like Gen 4 that much.
Ah, okay.
So I'm going to get that instead of Pokemon. And I'm pretty sure I'll be better for it.
Wow, that's new.
Yeah, no, I'm usually the person who gets Pokemon on day one, but not this year. I don't know, unless I get a big chunk of extra money. I don't know. But for now, if I have to choose between those, Shin Megami Tensei is going to win. But yeah, y'all have options. The gaming market does not come out one game a year and you just got to forget about all the other games. Play your backlog, okay? Especially if you're on PC.
I know you have a backlog of PC.
Don't
know
lie
you
to
do.
me. Don't lie to me.
You didn't buy like 8 games at the sale.
If Steam is your primary storefront, don't lie to me. You have a backlog. Work on it.
Yep.
You asshole.
Do it. Pull those old games you bought last year up.
Seriously. Like, you bought it. Play it.
Yep.
What else you gonna do with it? Just let it stay there on your computer? Just buy it. I promise it'll be fun. You know it's gonna be fun. You bought the game. You should trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Okay? Trust the past you. Okay? But stop acting like these games, that game is starting to die or something. It's recovering. We had a pandemic.
Yeah.
It's bad times for all involved. Okay? Okay. All right.
I think that's it. I don't really have anything else. If you have any like final thoughts or something or announcement or anything.
Let's see. Play One Step from Eden. Hopefully there'll be a game I'll be reviewing soon.
Woo!
So there's that. And there's another game that Michael has put me up to.
Woo!
That we may be seeing. Who knows? But hey, potential stuff down the pipeline.
Yes.
What about you? Are you reviewing anything? Or you got anything you're looking forward to?
Hopefully the fan translation of Tales of Innocence R gets done soon.
I think you should start talking about those more. Let people know.
I kind of do that kind of dunks. I don't want Namco to come down and like smite them.
Oh, you
that's
right.
That's why I haven't done like a whole big post about it.
You are absolutely right.
Like,
I'm pretty sure
I would
that
hate for Namco to come out of their ivory tower and smite everybody.
You fools. Those are the right words.
That's why I just like say, yeah, hey, I'll just talk about it a little bit and keep it there.
All right, so y'all heard it here first.
It's a speakeasy type of thing right now.
Okay, be cool. All right, you're cool.
Yes.
If you're listening to this, you're cool.
If you want more information about a lot of that stuff, about those translations, you can go to the Discord. What's the name of it? Let me look at it. It should be right on my Discord. That's one of the I really go to that often. It is called Life Bottle Productions Discord. So yeah, you'll keep up to date of any of those quote translations. Yeah.
I'm gonna take this rare moment to tell you to buy a full price $60 game and say buy Metroid Dread. It's fantastic. Please support the Metroid series because my God, does it need it?
Yeah, it does. If all the Nintendo, well, I won't say of all, because a lot of the Nintendo IPs need more love too, but that one definitely does.
Yes, and this is a game that is absolutely amazing. So play Metroid Dread and One Step from Eden, and play your backlog.
Yes, please.
Relax. And of course, while you're looking for things to play, I mean, why don't you take a second to look at our website, rushdownradio.net.
Such a good segue.
Hey, while you're looking for other stuff like that, you can have that tab open, get some recommendations from us while looking at other news. Or you can listen to one of our older episodes on Spotify, iHeartRadio, all those platforms. We're on everything.
Yeah, it's kind of silly how many platforms we're on.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. But hey, just check us out, and you're welcome. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all later.